Hello, welcome to Maths by Miss B. Today's video is going to be on negative numbers, what they are and how you can use them to add and subtract with. Just looking at the first two pictures, we've got one here that looks very cold temperatures, and then we've got one here on the right hand side which is just looking at the seabed, if you like, looking at the depth of the sea. Submarine or a plane crash which is right at the bottom of the sea. So if we're talking about negative numbers and you're looking at temperatures, we could be looking at degrees Fahrenheit or degrees Celsius. The kind of temperature we could describe for the picture on the left could be something like the current temperature is -7 degrees Celsius. On the right hand side, looking at the picture, it could be the depth below the actual sea level. We could say the depth below sea level is 85 meters, or we can actually write that as -85 meters. Okay, that's just the depth below. Right, looking at negative numbers, what are they? Negative numbers are used in everyday life, and a negative number is something that has a minus sign or a negative sign in front of it. I do feel that a number line drawn, such as the one I've just got here, just around here, does help matters to understand this. You've got 0 and then you've got the positive numbers going towards the right and negative numbers going towards the left. They do always help with calculations, so I suggest always draw one if you are struggling with negative numbers. So just a quick task here, put these numbers in order. We've got a set of numbers here which consist of positive numbers and some negative numbers. How would you put them in order? So you look at each number. Well, we've got two negative numbers in the list here. There's a -2 and there's a -5. Well, -2 is here, -5 is here, we've got 0 which is there, and then we've got a 7 and a 9. So the furthest to the left, the smaller the number is, furthest to the right, the larger the number is. Okay, so in this case, the furthest one to the left is -5. So in order to put these in order, so we can start with writing -5, the next one along is -2, then you're at 0, then you've got 7, and then you've got 9. Okay, same kind of thing with the other one. If you do want to have a go at the next one yourself, just pause the video, have a go at it, and then come back and have a look at the answer. So for the next one, you've got -7. -7, if you can just change the pen colour here to help. -7 is going to be here. You've got -4, -3, you've got 0 again, and then you've got a +5. You don't need to put the positive sign in, you can just write 5 on its own. So just looking at those, -7 is the smallest, then you've got -4 going up in order of size. They go as follows. Okay, then you're into larger numbers, which will go off the number scale that I've actually written down. Once you've got the idea, it's bigger the number, but then you look at the negative sign. If there's a negative sign in front of it, then obviously it's going to be the smallest. Okay, so in this case, we've got -23, so that's going to be the smallest number here. We've got a -8 and we've got -15, so -23 would be further down to the left. Next one up would be -15, and then -8. We're coming up close to 0, then we're going past 0 towards the right hand side. Then you're looking at some positive numbers. You've got 13 and you get 29. So the next one along past 0, out of 13 and 29 would be 13, and then the last one would be 29. I've just drawn another number scale here in case we actually did need that. Okay, I hope that did actually make some sense. Right, let's actually do some calculations with these negative numbers now. Okay, 5 take away 7. Okay, how can we do a calculation on that? Well, here's 5, just to make a little dot there, and we want to subtract 7. Some people switch the numbers around in their head and they do 7 take away 5 and they think the answer's 2. But here we are starting at 5 and we are taking away 7. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We've ended up at a -2. Okay, that's that one. Let's just get rid of this line, make room for the next one. Next one says we are starting at -3, then we're going to take away 6. So -3 is going to be at this point here, and then we're going to take away 6. Because we're taking away, we are going towards the left. So to take away, we go towards the left, just like we did in the first one, okay? We went 7 to the left. So here, start at -3, go left, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we end up at -9. Okay, so if you're subtracting, you're going towards the left. If you are adding, head towards the right. Subtracting, go towards the left. Adding, head towards the right. Okay, right, next one, you've got a -4. And -4, this time you are adding 7. So that means you're going to start at -4 and then you're going to head right. Okay, so here's -4, you're going to go right 7. So you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's where you end up. You end up at a +3. Next one, -8. So we're going to start at -8, which is here. Start at that point, and we are going to add 12. That means we're going to go right 12. Adding, we go to the right. Subtracting, we go to the left. So let's add 12. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And we end up at 4. Right, let's just have a look at the next one. 3 numbers we've got here. We're starting at whatever the first number is, that is your starting point. Then it tells you where you're going to go and which way. Okay, so in this case, we're going to start at a -4. So we're starting here, right? We're going to start at -4, then it's taking away 2, and then it tells you to take away another 1. So we start at 4, we take away 2, so you go 1, 2. That's just turned itself into a line there. Let's start again. Start at -4, go 1, 2, but then we've got to take away another 1. We end up at -7, or you can call it a -7. Next one, you're starting at -9. Okay, you're starting at -9. It's telling you to add 6, which means you go right 6, and then it's telling you to subtract 7. So let's start at 9. We're starting point at 9. Add 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then it's telling you to subtract 7. And let's go backwards. So you're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then you've got another 1, which obviously we haven't got here. But the next one down would be a -10. Okay, hope that helps. Right, let's just have a quick look at sort of worded questions, a bit more problem-solving type questions. Let's have a look at this one. Number 1, temperature at 12 degrees by 4 a.m. The next day it has fallen by 15 degrees. The kind of scenario that you might come across these questions. What is the new temperature? So we're starting with 12 degrees Celsius and the temperature has fallen by 15. So it's gone down by 15 degrees. So if you had a number line big enough, you could write 12 and then just count back 15 places. Okay. Now, going from 12 to 0, if you went from 12 back to 0, that will be 12 moves. Then you'll need to do another 3 to make it 15 moves. So in this case, it's going to be a -3 degrees Celsius. Okay. Next one, question 2, a driver examining, I think I've made a mistake there. Let's just correct that first of all. Glad I spotted. Examining, so that's where my mistake was. Examining a shipwreck, dives to the depth of -24 meters to explore the top of the sunken ship. He descends another 12 meters to the bottom of the ship. What is his new depth? So already he was 24 meters below sea level. He was already 24 meters below sea level. He descends, he's going down another 12 meters. That means he's gone down another 12. So what depth is he at? He'll be at -30 degrees. Sorry, I'm saying degrees again because that's for temperature. It'll be -36 meters below sea level. Okay. Well, I hope this helps a little bit towards understanding how negative numbers work. My suggestion is always draw yourself a number line. It does help, but once you've got the idea, you can start working with bigger numbers. Well, thank you very much for joining me again, and hope to see you in the next video. Thank you. Bye for now.